Hey guys, Danny here, and I'm back with another video of the sad story of Emmeline Burns. So, we'll get to the game in a minute. However, let's talk about my posting schedule. I know I haven't posted in a while, and I'm really sorry about that. However, I'm gonna try to post at least once a week, maybe on the weekends, and if not, then at least every 2 weeks. Like, I'll skip 1 week, then post the week after that, if that makes sense. Say I post this video Sunday, then I'll post another video probably next Sunday or the Sunday after that Sunday. Okay? Sometimes I don't have time because I'm a high school student and I also need to take care of myself. So, plus I suck at time management. And I also need to catch up on my classes. I am behind, so that takes priority. Always take your education first. Well, first your well-being, then your education. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Actually, last time when we left off with Emmeline and Cornelia. Also, you should watch my last video to see what happens so you're not completely lost. Because if you watch them in order, then this episode will make a lot more sense. But anyway, last episode, Emmeline and Cornelia discovered their love for each other, which I support 100%. It's like, I ship it. Like, I love it. If you're part of the LGBT community, don't be afraid to talk to me in my comment section. I will accept you no matter what. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Emmeline says, "Of course, I thought so. From the moment I was old enough to understand what beauty is, you're one of the loveliest people I have ever seen." So her name is Cornelia. "Is that why you like me then? Because you think I'm pretty?" "Maybe. We humans are fickle beings. Isn't your father proof enough of that?" "Oh. How cool, Emmy. If you were only kissing me because you think I'm pretty, then perhaps I should reevaluate the nature of our relationship. You are nothing more than a rake. You are even worse than that awful Wedgwood boy. You would compare me to Aubrey? Isn't that a guy? Why does he have a girl's name? Aubrey? I don't know how to say that. Aubrey Wedgwood? My dear Cornelia, I am wounded. I am nothing at all like that boorish fop." What is a fop? It would have been more funny or more, I can understand more. She said, did she say boorish? Yeah, I think boorish. If instead of fop, she should have said mop. Because, I don't know, it just makes more sense. But let's go on. Well, I wonder, he can be awfully insistent too. It is not fitting for a young man. Of course it is not fitting. Did you know he even deigned to take my hand during your mama's garden party last week? Honestly? Indeed, I would have slapped him, Nellie, had his mother not happened upon us. Did she scold him? Lady Wedgwood? Of course not. Oh, she looks disgusted. Emmeline spat on the ground and did not even have the courtesy to wipe her mouth with a handkerchief afterwards. Under normal circumstances, Cornelia would have scolded Emmeline, but on this score she relented. Thinking about Aubrey Wedgwood often made her want to spit too. She dotes on that spoilt son of hers. Why, she probably believes him to be the second coming of Christ, though he flirts with every single woman in the village, old or young. You see, Nellie, I'm nothing like Aubrey. I would rather die than become a rover like him. My feelings for you, my dear Cornelia, are molded from a different cast. You have captured my heart with your ethereal beauty, and now my eyes can wander no further. You are my sweet red rose, newly sprung in June. What? Oh, she should have wrote that down in the love letter and just like shipped it off. Well, Cornelia flustered, though she was by Emmeline's teasing, had enough wits about her to recognize that line. Are you quoting poetry at me now, Emmy? Indeed. Do you know that my love is like the melody, sweetly played in tune? Don't be an idiot. If you wish to serenade me, you could at least write a poem of your own. But I know you appreciate it, really. In all honesty, I think you are being rather foolish. I can't help myself, though. I really do love you, Cornelia. I love you so. Sometimes I fear I may go mad. Oh, that's so cute. What do you know about madness? I know. When you are not by my side, I miss you horribly, and I find myself counting down the minutes, no, the very seconds, until we may be in one another's company once more. Dang. That's deep. Now then she truly is in love. She's in love. I appreciate your feelings, Emily. I love you too. I got an achievement, like a singing bird. Oh? Is that it? No? Okay. I was about to say, if that's it, then that's short, like really short. If only Emmeline and Cornelia could have continued to spend their time together in so sweet a manner, smiling and laughing, or else bickering pointlessly and making one another pout, yet always parting with words of love and kisses stolen beneath the warm summer sun. Unfortunately, such moments can't last forever. The splendors of the summer soon faded, and the leaves began to turn brown, and the wind gained a sharp edge that made Emmeline shiver. It was also during the autumn months that Philip Burns returned home for the first time in half a year. This reunion, however, was not quite as happy as the previous one had been. Philip Burns had always been a small man, yet he seemed even smaller during the bitingly cold September. He stooped more than usual when he entered rooms, if he entered them at all, for he has now developed a habit of lingering ghost-like about the thresholds of his own home, as though afraid of stepping inside. It was almost as though during his 6 months' sojourn in London he had lost something crucial to his constitution, his sense of self, or else his soul. Oh, that is... Okay, I think this is where things go bad. Philip's feet were still planted firmly upon the earth, but he was divorced from the world around him. He drifted about aimlessly, like a somnambulist, yet was restless within his dream world, incapable of sitting still for more than 5 minutes at a time. He looked at things without seeing them, ate food without tasting it, held objects without touching them. Once he tried to pick up his glass during dinner and used so little force it slipped between his fingers, smashing into pieces against the floor. Even when he spoke to Emmeline, it was without any real feeling, like he was reciting words from a play script, and Philip Burns had never been a very good actor. He was not like Cornelia's father, who had so much huff and puff he could have blown down even the brick home built by the most industrious of the 3 little pigs. Philip Burns was far too honest, and that was the worst thing. It was because he was an honest man that Emmeline knew, though he tried to keep the truth from her. Something was wrong. Something was terribly, terribly wrong. But she did not know that what. Oh, look, she's wearing her bonnet. Wait. It's a bonnet, right? Yeah, I think so. Are you alright, Emmy? Emmeline blinked, brushed a few strands out of hair out of her face, and turned. Do you mean Emmeline blinked, brushing a few strands of hair out of her face? And turned? Oh, that's a typo. I don't think they meant to put out again. But yeah. Why do you ask? Was my face contorted in a curious manner? I suppose you could say that. You have been acting rather more despondent than usual, that is all. Huh. A cat-like smile crossed Emmeline's lips. She leant forward until her nose was only inches apart from her companion's, and said in hushed tones, Are you worried about me, Nellie? I, I was worried about you, but I shall not worry any longer if you insist upon acting like that. Emmeline only giggled, unmoved by Cornelia's protestance, and rearranged her hair. Seeing you blush always cheers me up, my dear Cornelia. So you admit that you were feeling unhappy earlier. Just a touch. I can't help myself. Not when father has been acting in such a particular manner. He shambles about the house like an animated corpse, like the misunderstood creature from Mr. Shelley's novel. Mr. Shelley? I thought the author of Frankenstein was Miss Shelley, not her husband. Oh, I am unsure of the details, Nellie. Mother says a woman could not have written such a twisted tale, and I do not know what I should believe. In any event, it does not particularly matter. Probably not, no. Emmeline ran a hand through her auburn curls. So her hair is auburn. Okay. Or at least she tried to. She soon found that her bonnet got in the way of this gesture, so she untied the ribbon beneath her chin and removed the offending garment. She left her bonnet sit in her lap, as a mother might with a newly born babe. Okay. And played with the light green ribbon, twisting it around the wrist of her right arm. The sensation of the soft, smooth material against her skin was comforting, like a caress. To be quite honest, I have been rather concerned about father. Just this morning he missed a stair during his descent in the hallway and sprained his ankle. Could have broken his leg. But he did not? No, he did not. He does look rather undignified now, though limping everywhere like an invalid. Oh, Emmy. Emmeline shifted, still playing with the ribbon of her bonnet. The look on Cornelia's face was too sombre for a playful forest sprite such as herself, and it was unsettling. She did not want to think about her father. She had retreated to the Lintons' estate despite the protestants, I don't know what that word is, of Miss Warren. You have not finished your history lesson, Emmeline. I doubt you could tell Queen Elizabeth apart from a hole in the ground. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna be quiet. So she could avoid thinking about her father. This was rather new for Emmeline. She had always loved being with her father. Now, however, she found herself seeking any recourse available to her to avoid him. Seeing him like this, so small and sad, shuffling about his home like a repentant sinner, was too painful. When you return home, would you give your father my regards? Mother is awfully concerned about him, and you too, Emmeline. Beatrice Linton would be concerned. She had always loved poking her nose into other people's business. She is not doing it because she enjoys idle gossip. You should know better than anyone that my mother deplores that kind of behavior. She believes it is to be the most unpleasant. She could not help but feel worried, given what she has read in the papers lately. Your family has a great deal invested in the East England Railways, do they not? Don't talk to me about business, Nellie. I can't understand it at all. I'm sure you could if you tried. You have just been raised to believe that you should not bother. Gosh, you sound more and more like your mother every day. Emmeline exhaled, tightening the ribbon of her bonnet around her wrist so much so it started to hurt. Though the material was soft and intended for wear by a young woman with silken skin who had never worked a day in their privileged little lives, it chafed when she wound it as such about her wrist. It was strange, Emmeline mused, how something as innocent as a ribbon can cause harm when it was used with malicious intent. This world was more dangerous than she had ever truly given it credit for. Even the lake, which she had often gazed upon with Cornelia, could be hiding some sinister secrets within its depths. I apologize, Nellie. I don't mean to snap at you. I have been rather high-strung as of late. It must be because of the atmosphere at home. Do not fret, Emmy. I understand. You do? Not entirely, but I will try to. I do care about you after all. Thank you, Nellie. The two girls looked at one another, unusually shy, hesitant, their faces lightly flushed. Then, with a touch, Cornelia leant forward, brushing the tips of her fingertips against Emmy's wrist. You should not do that. What? Fiddle with your bonnet like that, because it is unbecoming of a lady, because you are hurting yourself. Your poor hand has gone white. The blood cannot flow through your body properly if you impede it like that. And your hands, by contrast, still appear to be red, Nellie. Emmeline giggled and began to unwind the ribbon from about her wrist. Are you still yet to master the sacred art of cross-stitch? That is neither here nor there. I am trying to comfort you, Emmeline. And you have been doing a wonderful job. Gazing upon your many imperfections always cheers me. You are so cruel, Emmy. Sometimes I feel like you do not truly love me. You just love toying with me. Now, where do you get a silly idea like that? Emmeline smiled, with a touch less sarcasm than before, and leant forward. Then, moving quickly, as a kitty wake might pluck a fish out of the water, she pressed a chest kiss against the corner of Cornelia's lips. I love you more than ever. Nothing could quell my feelings for you. Not a raging storm or a howling wind. Cornelia pressed one hand against her cheek gingerly. The spot where Emmeline had kissed her tingled. It felt much like being poked with a sewing needle, a sensation Cornelia was depressingly familiar with, yet it was not unpleasant. Your blushes truly are beautiful, Cornelia. They would even outdo the roses in the mist of summer. It makes me wish I could kiss you every single second of the day, if it would always elect such a lovely response. I do not think my heart would be able to cope with such a constant slew of affection. You would kill me, Emmy. And what better way would there to be to die than to be kissed fervently by a girl you love? With a light giggle, even breezier than the last of the coastal air, Emmeline pressed another kiss against the side of Cornelia's mouth. You should ask my permission before you do that. I'm not quite as hungry for affection as you are. So you say, but you do not offer much resistance. That sounds like something Aubrey would say. Never! You would not seek to compare me to that cur again, would you, Nellie? I am simply saying what I see. You claim to dislike Aubrey, but you grow more and more like him with every passing day. That is a lie. Libel slander. Take it back. No, take it back, I said. I refuse. Well, I insist. If you want me to change my mind, you will have to insist harder than that. All right, then, how is this? Oh? With a devilish glint in her eye, which would have been evidence enough only a couple of centuries past to try her as a witch, Emmeline shifted forward and began her merciless assault. Not even William or of Normandy, as he drove back the army of Harold Godwinson during the Battle of Hastings, could have conceived of such brutality. Dang. Whoa. Okay. Emmy, stop that! Emmeline kicked and squealed, pushed back against the ground by Emmeline's sudden siege, but it was to no avail. Emmeline had the element of surprise on her side, and she had taken a clear advantage. Cornelia blinked up at Emmeline, squirming like a hooked fish as Emmeline sat astride her, skirts rucked up her thighs, her fingers trailing lines across Cornelia's prone body, beneath her chin, under her arms, against her sides. Dang! Was there any more tactic, more vicious, more wicked, more devious than that of tickling? And this was not just any tickling. Oh no, this was extreme tickling. that would surely end in bloodshed. What? Emmy, stop! Get off me! I'm shocked. Cornelia implored breathlessly, choking the words from between her pursed lips, but the indomitable Emmeline remained unmoved. No, I will not until you recant what you said, that you are like Aubrey. Indeed, admit it to be nothing more than a lie, and I may spare your life. No, never. I stand by my word. Then I will stand by my actions. I will not stop until you surrender, Nellie, and I warn you I can be very persuasive when I want to be. Her eyes hardened like a steel of sword's blade. Emmeline dipped her head and began to press kisses against Cornelia's neck. Dang! I might just stop here to start shocking everyone in the next episode. So guys, I'm gonna end it here because in the next episode it's gonna just start out strong. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I definitely know I did. I'm excited. I'm really excited because you don't see very many girl x girl characters in games, you know? Or at least not many games I know of. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. And if you want more if you want more videos like this, then subscribe. I can definitely use it, and you will be up. And make sure to click the bell so where you get notified whenever I upload a new video. Also, follow me on my social media links. I will put them in the description below. And anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye bye.